Alright, welcome back to Prairie Sky Farms, everybody. As I trip over a word right out of the gate, it's gonna be a good episode, I can already tell. This is Ian. Of Here's to a second consistent video again. But as you can tell, I went ahead, got the fertilizer spreader. This one is the Lizard Colossus mod. I did go a little unrealistic with the capacity. I went with the 15 miles an hour or whatever that's what we want. Went with 15 miles an hour for the default speed that it has set. I went with the 100,000 liter capacity because we'll use it. It just takes away from the realism just ever so slightly, but it'll be what it'll be. We'll go ahead and jump back over to our field here. Those new sounds on this modded map of Elm Creek still throw me off. Because I was almost like, what the heck's going on? But just a different sound in the map. Oh, dang. My guesstimate was fairly close anyway. But figured said it needed fertilizer in the last episode, so might as well get a jump start on that, get it done real quick so we can at least try to do our part in maximizing the yield here. I do know from my other map, if you have everything maxed out like it needs to be, this middle part on the big old section of that field, about middle on closer to this one that I am very rudely driving in, but it's okay to break a little realism. But I was getting clear up to, what was that, like 123% yield. So this field does give you the opportunity to get clear up to almost 125% from the middle of it back towards that big long field. And where we can mulch it and stuff. After we harvest it, that'll help. I'm gonna go through and plow, get rid of the tram lines. I don't know if that'll ding me too much or not, but I don't ever use tram lines. Maybe if I got to the point where all my equipment was the same width, I would, but for some reason it's just never been something I've done since they've added the game. Don't have anything against it. Just like I said, whatever reason, I just haven't done it. Alright. Suppose better line up and make sure we got the rest of this here covered. And this right here is a perfect example of why I love the bigger equipment. Not that this is a big field by any means, but it just makes things so much quicker. Let's see. I could actually kind of maybe store these in the barn if I'm good enough at backing. Oh, I was farther off than I realized. I was thinking I was only a tiny smidge off. There we go. We'll get her in here. Then next time I go to use it, I'll be like, where the heck did I put that son of a bitch? But back over to the other side. Almost forgot that I had the inoculant already. But I guess in all fairness, I've only put how many hours into this save game. So another advantage to this planner here, besides being bigger and faster and everything, is that it is no-till. So that does completely eliminate one of the steps. Yeah, I'd say I thought I did the realistic capacity. Might have to actually go in and customize it because I think I accidentally did the seeds only mod, and I don't think I've put the handy little workshop down. Well, I guess we'll go do that really quick like. I think it's under tools. I have a nice little portable one here. Well, it says it's portable. I don't know where the got the power washer in the way. So I guess that'll be where my workshop is. Not that I need it for what I'm gonna plant, because I was just gonna do oilseed saplings really quick, like. Yeah, working with. Yeah, see, I accidentally hit the seeds only standard when I wanted the standard so that I could actually have fertilizer. I said not that the oilseed radishes will need any, but now that we actually have a corn head, we might want to actually start messing with the other crops, you know. Like that. There we go. And I guess might as well. Oh yeah, that's another nice thing about this mod. It is so much quicker at extending and folding. I honestly didn't look at the working speed of it when we were in the shop menu. So, not 100% sure. I don't know unless I approach the other two fields like I ended up doing when we mulched and just drive straight across them or across the road there. This'll actually help. Hardly help, but get it these put in. I think you have to have them done by November or before the end of November, and they have to stay on until like February. Then you'll get a little bit of a subsidy check there too. It's only so much per acre, and yeah, see, I can go about 25 with this, so that breaks realism a bit more than I was kind of planning for. But it is what it is. But yeah, as I was saying, you do get just a tiny bit of a subsidy check from keeping oilseed radishes on your try to take out the house, then break soon enough. And get a subsidy check from this, so much per acre. Gonna be a tiny, tiny fraction. Not gonna really amount to too much with these three fields here, but once we get some more fields going, that'll help. I was almost tempted to buy the field right next to the one we just acquired, but we'll make it through a harvest first, just 'cause. I'll leave the knockerling on this time. Because I will be planting something. I don't know. Might stick with the. Oh, might switch this up to corn or something for a year. Just to kind of change things up. There's weeds there, but I can take care of those. Might take care of them in the next episode. But for the heck of it, let's go up here and look. Yeah, it's only 147,000. I say that is only. We only have 665,000. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Now that one's through. That would take about half. I do like this one. It is a little farther away, but yeah. See, if we wouldn't have quite enough for that yet, but one day, that or we'll get these and combine them. Or we'll just slowly expand from here to here and this field. Maybe make one field out of these four here. That makes most sense. We can leave that. I've tried making them all one big field here. It just makes a mess. If it were a situation like right here, that would make sense. It wouldn't be too terribly bad, but just too many weird curves going through there. Just like right here. I've I've done it, but I think we'll just focus on trying to get this one, and maybe this one next. Then maybe go through and plow the roads out. Combined into one big one, because 4.65 acre field there. 4.84. We'd be doubling or almost doubling what we got there compared to what we have here. 0.86, 0.7. 1.41. So yeah, that's where we'd start growing and making some decent profit, I think, maybe, if we were lucky. Really need to find a better place for that, but that could be for the future. So I could actually think we'll ever so slowly roll it over and see if I can put it under the eave over here. And then maybe we'll think about moving that where this was if there was enough room. If there's not enough room, then there's not enough room. But yeah, pull back where. There we go. I don't know. There still might not be enough room, but I guess it is what it is. But with that, I will leave you guys. Hopefully, I'll start getting back to a little more regular routine with this again until harvest, because then I can guarantee you there will be at least a week or two that I will not be doing that. But that'll probably be end of September into October sometime, so got a little ways to go there. Anyway, I will catch you in the next one. Everybody have a wonderful day.